you know what? Let's get started on Yeezy season, okay? Yeezy season is approaching. Kanye West wears White Lives Matter shirt at surprise Yeezy show. Kanye West is known to make statements. Some of the statements he makes are, famous, like George W. Bush doesn't care about black people. That was many, many years ago, of course. That was a good take that he had, and a true one, in the immediate aftermath of Katrina, as they were raising funds for Katrina. And, he's made some terrible statements. Kind of like, a couple of them that I could rattle off the top of my dome. Slavery was a choice. It's a mindset. Or, numerous other things along the lines when he was going through it all. And, of course, Candace Owens was like the grifter that... Candace Owens was always the grifter that just jumped down his throat at any given opportunity. And now Kanye West is doing it again. He's going back. He's saying White Lives Matter. This is a shirt that he's wearing at his surprise Yeezy fashion show in Paris Monday. Now, here's the thing. I do like Kanye West's understanding of fashion. Obviously, I think what he's doing is AmeriCorps. Like I said, it's something that I personally appreciate as well. But there's a line that you can't cross in AmeriCorps, I think. And I believe he's doing that. I believe he's trying to cross said line in AmeriCorps, where, you can wear Realtree camo. You can, wear Harley Davidson shirts. You can wear NASCAR T-shirts, vintage, old NASCAR T-shirts, stuff like that. But then, you probably should not be repping an overtly white supremacist counter to Black Lives Matter, right? And it's just like, it's corny. I think it's a miss.
19 months, Pog.
I think he's kind of losing it a little bit. He wants to be he wants to be edgy. He wants to be unique. He wants to be provocative. And there are plenty of ways that you can go with that. But the White Lives Matter shirt is just like, eh. He did this in 2013 with the Confederate flags. Yeah, I remember that. Yet you talk about it. Yes, dream face and your stupid high school drama more important. Who cares? Yet you talk about it. I don't understand why you think you come into the Twitch broadcast and I have a lineup, a rundown of the show.
13 months.
And a way that I want to cover the news. And you're like, I don't like that you're getting into things that I don't want you to cover. Like, I want you to immediately dive headfirst into whatever I want you to cover when there's 25,000 other people in here. It's kind of odd. Do you think you're more important than everybody else?
Poggy.
Will you finally properly cover the news? Your coverage on Iran has been more than shameful, all of because of the stupid teenager drama. Bring back the basis on grow up. Bro, move on. This drama is pathetic. Grow up, you've fallen off. God, you not on this bullshit again. This content drama is so ridicule. You are a 30-year-old man. Who cares? Millionaires drama. God, the people are happy with not much. Drama is boring. Come on. Can you change the subject? It's so boring. Smoke weed. Smoke some weed. You will feel better. So boring. Streamer drama. God. Fuck that shit. Do some comment, Hasan. Next up, Putin. This old fuck will die in a week.
Good work, Hasan. Less than 3.
Hasan, you made the blonde girl leave.
Hasboggies.
This motherfucker has never said anything nice, bro. You're in here every day, man. Why are you in here every day if my content is so fucking bad? Maybe shut the fuck up and enjoy the show. You know what I mean? God damn. Shirt slaps. That's funny.
Year of brain rot. Here's to many more.
$10K per laugh. The gift is regime coup. Base this on. Why that bitch keep talking over him though? Gift me, please. They talked about Bernie too. Always talking about the fatties, never about the skinny that can't gain weight. Same shit in France. It's called summer, man. One chatter again. It's one chatter. It's called summer. It's the same in Turkey, man. What the fuck? Press play, please. Love your content, but not the drama. Well, then shut the fuck up. and wait for the wait for the type of content that you like to come on, because it's gonna come on eventually. Anyway. Okay. The drama too, so you know what I did, chatter. Turn the motherfucking stream off and watch something else. Okay. And by the way, what I'm talking about with respect to Kanye West is not even like just drama. Okay? White Lives Matter is very much a propaganda talking point created by white supremacists and the far right and right wingers in general to misdirect the attention away from Black Lives Matter. It is the white pride to the black pride. Okay? During the civil rights movement, there was a concept known as black pride, black power. That's where that came from. Not black pride, but black power. Right? And white supremacists in the Klan saw that and decided we should do white identitarian politics, because they can't just be like, we're just racist. You know what I mean? Because nobody wants to be called a racist. Nobody wants to be considered a racist. Once you are openly racist,
no,
you know, your numbers are going to diminish. You're not going to be able to bring in the normies, right? So for that reason, they came up with, and they routinely come up with like different kinds of PR around their racial agitated propaganda. And one of those things is white pride or white power. And this is the exact same thing. When Black Lives Matter was gaining momentum, they started saying white lives matter or all lives matter. And the reason why they said that was because they wanted to shift the attention away from Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter does not mean white lives don't matter.
Love your stream. Much appreciation to the top G.
It just means black lives currently don't matter. So we want to talk about that. So yeah, react to Coach on Twitter. He was my calc teacher a few years ago, and his retweets are insane. This is what is teaching the next generation, Lamau. Bro, that is the most insane, I mean, absolutely psychotic thing I've ever seen from a chatter. This fucking chatter literally said, react to my calculus teacher, bro. I'm fucking losing it. I'm going to video game myself. Okay? People literally think like, oh, unshackled. I'm unhinged. This is like saying, react to my uncle's TikToks. I think he's kind of weird. His vibes are off. React to my uncle, please. No, man. No. Stop writing the dumbest shit you've ever concocted in your fucking mind on a massive podium. What the fuck? This dumbass said react to my calculus teacher. I'm losing it. I'm fucking losing it. He's like, bro, he's got 38 followers, dog. You got to react to this guy. He's popping off. His retweets are crazy. Unhinged today. What is happening? I don't see the problem, to be honest, Lamau. Bro, people just don't understand. Like, yeah, of course you don't see the problem because you have some dumbass shit you want me to react to as well from your personal life. Shut up. It's irrelevant. Okay. The rapper staged a surprise Yeezy fashion show on Monday in Paris, okay, showcasing his Season 9 collection to much fanfare. Before the models appeared, West gave a speech while wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt emblazoned with the Pope's face on the front and the same bedazzled flip-flops he sported last week. He references his ex-wife Kim Kardashian's 2016 Paris robbery, his former manager Scooter Braun, the struggles he faced entering the fashion industry, his recent fallout with Gap, and much more. Before the show, Ye teased some of the famous models expected to make appearances: Kardashian, ex-girlfriend Irina Shayk, current flame Candace Owens, as well as other big names like Beyonce, Rihanna, Angelina Jolie, Lauryn Hill, Naomi Campbell, Emily Ratajkowski, Gisele Bündchen, Bella Hadid, and Amelia Gray Hamlin. However, it appears only Sheikh, Campbell, and Hamlin made appearances, with the Russian model watching from the side as the two others walked on the runway. Yeah, no shit, Emily Ratajkowski didn't make a fucking appearance, including Bella Hadid. Why the fuck would they make an appearance when you're literally featuring White Lives Matter shirts? That is so insane. Why does he think... I don't even think these people were going to show up. I think he just said it. But like, some of these people do have political opinions that do not align with that at all, okay? Some of the models in the show wore the same shirt emblazoned with White Lives Matter on the back, as well, while fans on social media reacted. Sending a White Lives Matter t-shirt down a runway in Paris is literal insanity, and no amount of gospel is getting that man through Heaven's Gate. I'm so sorry, one person tweeted. Another wrote, mind you, Kanye was just calling Kim and Chris the KKK 2 weeks ago. Now he's wearing a White Lives Matter shirt. Yeah, he's just out of his fucking mind. Others recalled the infamous trip to the White House wearing a MAGA hat. West is also previously called controversy wearing a jacket with a Confederate flag on it in 2013. There's just people from the same planet, and sometimes in high school, it feels like we don't fit in. And in a situation like this, we have the opportunity to come together to express who we are, told West to Vogue of his vision for the runway ahead of the show. It's leaning into the shape of how I see this future world, this alternate world. But in high school, it's focused on curriculum because both my parents are educators. And the curriculum is CRT, but critical racism theory, okay? The curriculum is like, yeah, we're actually going to fucking wear racist shit. That's the curriculum. It's a future that libtards are afraid of, brother. West has been attending fashion shows in London and Paris all over the past week, even making his runway debut as a model, opening the Balenciaga fashion show on Sunday. Khloe Kardashian, Kyle Jenner, and his daughter Northwest sat in the front row of the stars walk through the muddy runway. Previous Yeezy shows have been marred by disaster, having previously made guests wait for hours in the hot sun, fainting models and more. However, this is the first time West has taken his designs to Paris Fashion Week. Oh, the Balenciaga one was in mud too, by the way. They made everybody walk through the mud, which is kind of weird. So, all lives matter is supposed to be the deflection, right? White Lives Matter is the overtly white supremacist version of that. Where they're not even saying like, oh, what about all lives? Like, they're just straight up like, no, white lives matter, motherfucker. Now, when you say Black Lives Matter, and I'm not talking about the fucking dumbass like philanthropic organization, okay? I'm talking about when you say Black Lives Matter, you're talking about police brutality. You're talking about the fact that black people are being undermined. Black people are being oppressed by the criminal justice system, the racist criminal justice system, right? No such similar thing is happening to white people in a disproportionate rate. So it's a direct way to undermine the message of Black Lives Matter. Of course, Kanye didn't just wear that and rep it. He also brought Candace Owens along. Okay? He just straight up brought Candace Owens along, dude. I mean, that's it. It's obvious what he's doing here. I think he's just like wearing white supremacy like a badge to like trigger people, which is ironic because that's kind of how 4chan kids operate as well. But those kids are white. Okay? That's the difference. They're not, their children are going to be white. Kanye West has black children. He's black.
4 months simping to this Turk hassle.
You can't, I don't know. I don't understand it. Like, you just can't act like this doesn't impact you. Okay? Like, yeah, sure, he's rich.
Can we talk about Elon's poll?
But I just don't understand how you genuinely cast that aside.
The podcast will be out when it's ready. Trust the process.
Yeah, he's in the rookie hole. He straight up thinks being a free thinker is doing the opposite of what people tell you to. Yeah. What is your big Kanye stand in the chat saying? But reclaiming the words or symbols takes the power away from it. I argue that. I don't disagree with that, but there are also exceptions to the rule. Okay. There are reasons as to why you shouldn't be doing marketing for a message that is straight up the opposite of like one that believes in your existence.
Already brain broken.
Also, when you bring out Candace Owens with you, when you're rolling this shit out, there is no reclaiming, dumbass. Oh, dude, I'm just reclaiming 1488. That's why I brought Richard Spencer on. What? There's no commentary in that situation. The commentary that you're thinking of is not... The commentary you're thinking of is not like him shitting on that message or trying to reclaim it. It's just him straight up saying, I like this. I fuck with this.
Still here, baby.
And what he's fucking with in that circumstance is white supremacy. So I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Brain rotting and thotting.
The amount of fans that will dick ride Kanye to the very end is wild. I mean, yeah, of course. Valorant streamer needs to stay out of politics. Candace Owens' appearance is signaling confirmation that he means it in a white supremacist way. Yeah, it's just like... As most black people would say, including myself, fuck Kanye. I mean, this is just like insane shit. You know what I mean? I don't know what else to say about it. Like, reclamation, right, of fascist symbolism, for example, is already a tricky subject. Rammstein wanted to do it, and people actually thought that it was quite controversial when they tried to do it. They're fucking German, and they're anti-fascist. Okay? So they tried to not necessarily like reclaim all of the imagery, but some of it. But there's a difference between anti-fascists trying to do that versus fucking Kanye West bringing Candace Owens up to be like white lives matter. Do you get it? Rammstein is anti-fascist in German. Okay? Kanye West is black, but is aligning with a black white supremacist. The internet racists immediately started weaponizing this. What did he think he was doing with this? Yeah, I just don't... You know what it is? The saddest part about it is it's so fucking half-assed. Okay? Yeah, obviously, he did this so that we would all talk about it and all this other shit, right? But it is so fucking half-assed. It's like a kid's brain trying to parse through relatively not even relatively, like, not even that complex, like just...
Good morning, Hasan.
Introductory politics and failing to do so in an adequate manner. You could potentially make a political statement about white lives matter, right? But when you fucking align with Candace Owens and you bring Candace Owens into the show, all of a sudden the political statement you're making is, you know, that it's not that bad, you know? White lives do matter. Like, shut the fuck up, everybody. As a huge Kanye fan and founder of Hasia, we're disappointed in Kanye. Kanye betrayed us. Kanye fans and Hasia fans, we're fucked. Hasia is fucked. Listen to us, HasanAbi. You keep ignoring us. Bro, who's this us? Who's this we, motherfucker? It's just you.
Hey Hasan, I heard Dua Lipa is dating some political commentator now. Congratulations. I'm really happy for you, man.
That's really funny, man. Okay, not as funny as the top of the hour ad break coming to you right now. Not as funny as you, who are probably not subscribed, actually seeing the top of the hour ad break instead of subscribing and not seeing it. But of course, at the top of the hour, there's a 6-second ad break. And if you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe, which you can do for $5. Or a Twitch Prime, which is free. Okay. Here is the 1-minute ad break now. It's coming. A small talk. Thank you for the 5 tier 1 gift subs, allowing 5 people to no longer see the ads. Black Widow 0607. Thank you for the 5 get the subs as well, allowing 5 people to no longer see the ads. Here's the 1-minute ad break now. Trainwreck. Thank you for the 5 get the subs.
Time flies.
Turning Point USA, a conservative organization founded by Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk, just hinted at Ye performing at a festival. That's so fucking insane. On abortionist in his own story, dude. I know. I watched this, bro. I watched this. Like, he just straight up is like, first of all, for those of you who don't know, I'll just come out and say it, okay? There is no, standpoint theory. There is no, I don't give a fuck, okay? I'm white, and I'm Turkish. I'm incredibly far removed from ever experiencing white supremacy, especially anti-black racism. White supremacy in the form of anti-black racism, the most important type of white supremacy, the most, the most solid, understandable, tangible form of white supremacy. I will never understand it, okay? I will never feel it. But that doesn't change the reality that, like, I have a decent understanding of what it is, okay? I have a decent understanding of what it is, and I can speak on it. But just because someone is black, even if they are like Candace Owens or channeling Candace Owens like Kanye West, does not change the reality that, like, I'm right in this circumstance and he's fucking wrong. Okay? There's no Yu-Gi-Oh trap card where you're just like, haha, well, guess what? This is a black man saying this. So the real white supremacy was the demo rat party all along. You know, escape the plantation. Like that sort of thing. That doesn't work. If that worked, then Candace Owens would be fucking popping. Okay? Now, we're not going to watch this because it was a mentally ill person's nervous breakdown, okay? That was, of course, weaponized, again, by Republicans and people who do not give a fuck about them. Is Kai pulling a Lincoln Project on conservatives like Candace Owens? No. I think he's just... It's simpler than that. I think he's, like, looking for people who will defend him. And Tucker Carlson is validating his delusions, as Mango JPEG also pointed out, at a key moment. And it's sending him into a rabbit hole where he feels like Fox News is the only thing he can trust. But that came before that.
This
has been a downward spiral. This has been a downward spiral since his mother passed away. Okay? Kanye West has been on a downward spiral since then. Okay? It's very obvious. If you know anything about Kanye West's history, you know this. You understand it. Okay? He has not been all right.
He's cringe.
And, getting off his medication, not controlling his urges, not having a good support. Why can you speak about and not an actual black person, dumb fuck? Bro, I don't know if you understand this, but there's a concept called tokenization, okay? Or a concept like weaponizing a singular black person, okay? Considering your secondary follow-up comment, I'm going to go ahead and assume that, like, the only reason why I give a shit about Kanye West and what he's saying is because he agrees with you in this circumstance. Okay? But this is, I already described this to you. There is no world in which you're like, well, I'm a black person, so I win this argument. Okay? Anyway, I'm banning you because of the slurs that you used, but...
Lol.
So it's more so Candace Owens that saw an opening and straight up exploited it. Candace Owens made contact with Kanye West at a time when he was desperately looking for any kind of person to like validate his existence, validate his experiences, and she joined the fucking sycophant lineup. Okay? And she snuck in there and just started blasting him with like insane shit. And leached him. And she did a really great job at it. Let's be real. She was profoundly successful at it. Okay?
Turn off the robot
She
voice.
grabbed onto him. And this is the aftermath of it. There are things that I know about behind the scenes from friends that work not directly with him, but friends that work with other people that work with him, other celebrities.
I keep subbing even
and I know that there was a point in time when he was like at his peak of his manic outbursts. Like he was, straight up extremely into like black Israelite theories and things of that nature. Whoa. I think he just like kind of dropped all that stuff, trying to what do you call it? I mean, it was a very convoluted and complicated sequence of political takes. And that kind of stuff you can't really explain as a white person to other white people, okay? But this I can. The basic, like, white supremacist conservative shit, you can very easily understand that and very easily describe it. That's pretty basic. The other, like, Hotep adjacent things, that's
taking me out of a dark place. Love this community.
It is yet another byproduct of white supremacist education, and the only counter to that being, unfortunately, things that you have to seek out on your own. I mean, that's way more convoluted and way more complicated to get into. I'm not going to get into it right now. Okay? And that was a couple years in the past at this point, so it doesn't really matter. But he goes in and out of backing Trump and
hassle,
and advocating for these kinds of values, these kinds of insane things that he's saying. And we're at yet another saga in the Kanye West story. Just sad. HasanAbi staying out of black people business, impossible difficulty. Man, shut the fuck up, Bishop Duma. Shut up. I'm a political commentator. Like, Kanye West is literally fucking posing with Candace Owens in Paris. Like, what the fuck do you mean? This is no longer a black people business at this point, okay? Seriously, that's an idiotic assessment here. What the fuck do you mean? It was a joke? Oh, okay, well, sorry. There are people who, like, use that legitimately. Candace Owens' entire existence is that, saying to other people, stay out of black people's business, I'm black, so I can say whatever the fuck I want. There was way worse shit that was never released regarding Pete Davidson that was never released according to my friend who works for Ye.
WhatsApp memes plaza.
Even Kanye fans aren't happy with what Kanye did and won't defend his actions, using this tweet as an example. Dark day for us Kanye fans. Not shocked, just wish he didn't have to use White Lives Matter shirt to get whatever point he wants to make across. I've been defending him hard, especially during the divorce. This one right here is a head scratcher, though. Everybody act like Kanye's art was never about provocation and confusion. I mean, MAGA Cap, Federated Flag Bomber, the famous music video, the VMA, stop pretending to be shocked to follow the herd. I mean, dude, it's stupid. Like, it's so stupid. Oh, he's a provocateur, so he just like will provoke in a white supremacist fashion. Okay, got it. If you want to suck up the white people, but specifically racist white people so much, yeah, go off, King. You know? It's crazy.
Thanks, Hass.
Bring back Hurricane Katrina era Kanye. According to my friend that works with the Saudis, apparently the fake socials with a giant mansion / castle. Fake crazy stuff. Yeah. Just think, what the fuck would happen to a little white Zoomer Kanye stan walking down Harlem with this fucking merch on? Okay, you think that a little white Zoomer Kanye stan is going to walk down Harlem? I mean, even though Harlem has been getting gentrified pretty aggressively as of late, you know, I don't think that's happening. Kanye primary the GOP nom in 24's top 10 funniest headlines. Imagine Trump versus DeSantis versus Kanye. Yeah. How do you deal with someone who's weaponizing that around colleagues who are so white guilty that they actually take the other person's side? Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of dummies, man, when it comes to, racism in America, okay? I don't think Kanye fans are going to defend this one. I think they're going to just, like, the maximum defense I can see from Kanye fans would be like, I don't know, maybe he's just trying to scam racists, like, we're all in on it, lol. Or whatever, but I think it's just hard to fucking, it's just hard to go with that. It's hard to defend that. I don't think they will.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about, instead of Kanye West, let's talk about Dream. Some of you know who this man is. Probably a lot of you actually know who this man is. He did